my first sexual experience. I know you guys are waiting for this. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Teniola Ajiferuke. If this is your first time stopping by, thank you. Do not forget to subscribe, to give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and yes, thank you returning subscribers. I love you so much. So guys, today we'll be talking about my first everything. I hope my mom is not seeing this show, but if she's seeing it, I'm sorry. But my first everything. So come along and let's hear what my first everything is all about. Major things like first, my first. So I'll be answering like 20 questions. I don't know, but I don't want this video to be that long, but I'll be answering 20 interesting first questions. So anything I do first, just get it. Everything I do is standard. Yes. So guys, my first app I check when I wake up in the morning, I think that should be Instagram and YouTube. YouTube being that I check my growth, and then I think it's YouTube, and then there's this particular program I actually join in the morning. If I wake up early, I join it. That's the first thing I do. But aside that, it's Instagram. Yes, Instagram. Aside YouTube, my first broken bone. Never broken a bone, but twisted wrist. Yes. First foreign country you've ever visited. I've not visited any foreign country like that too. The only country I know that I've visited that is not Nigeria is Benin Republic, and it's close to Nigeria, so I don't know if that goes. Anyways, first Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook post, I can't find them. Just don't ask me. I definitely can't find them. My first makeup item, I think, was an eye pencil. Yes, an eye pencil. First plane ride you ever went on, that was when I was going to camp from Lagos to Nasarawa. Yes. First time I ever got into trouble at school and at home. Okay, in school, guys, I will give you the gist later. I think it's a whole different story on its own, but that was when I was in SS1. I was actually suspended. Yes, I'm not a bad girl. I did not have bad reputation in school, but then I was suspended. Then at home, I can't remember when I got in trouble, like first time I ever got in trouble at home, but yeah, I shall know that I've gotten into trouble a lot of times at home, but most times, like while growing, I think I was like a good girl thereabout, so I can't really say that I really get into trouble. First time you were allowed to put on makeup, when was that? I think it was my mom. That was when I did my what do you call it? It's not matric, graduation in SS3. Yes, that was the first time I was allowed to put makeup on. First YouTuber you subscribe to, I think it's Dima. Yes, it's Dima I first subscribed. Either Dima. Yeah, it's Dima I first subscribed to, because I remember, I don't know what I was looking for. Then I was looking for perfumes. I can't remember. Yes, I think that's it. So she had like series of perfume sessions and all that I was watching, and I really enjoyed it, and it really helped. So Dima was my first YouTuber that I subscribed to. First time you went shopping on your own, oh gosh, I can't remember, but I think maybe after secondary school. I don't know. My first boyfriend or girlfriend, that was after, guys, do you know that I was a good girl? My first boyfriend or girlfriend was my first boyfriend, sorry, no girlfriend, I'm not bi. My first boyfriend was like, I think after secondary school, like a year after secondary school. Yeah, that was it. And it wasn't a big deal. It was just like all this spiritual kind of vibe. We were always going to church together, always like I really enjoyed those times. Yeah, always like when nothing really mattered and it was just us having fun, like clean fun. When I mean fun, like normal holding of hands, chilling and everything. Yeah, that was my first car. I don't have a car yet. My first celebrity crush, really crush on Justin Bieber. Yeah, I used to like him a lot. So yes, that's my first celebrity crush. My first cooking experience, Guys, I can't really remember because my mom is somebody that likes to cook, so she barely allows us cook. So I just had to, I don't know, I think when I went to university, that was when I started cooking myself, but it wasn't that bad. It wasn't, I don't think it was that bad. No, it wasn't that bad because I was always looking at my mom, but I was always helping her out, just that I didn't do it on my own. Do you get? So it wasn't that bad. It was just that it's either I think I got something burnt or something, I can't really remember, but that was it. My first crush, real crush. Okay, so my first crush was in primary school. Yes, it was actually my seatmate, Tobila Shabi. If you are watching this, I don't know if he watches it, if he watches my YouTube channel or something, but it was it Toby? I don't know. Yeah, I think it was Toby. Then Toby had three friends, Bobo. I can't really remember their names, but I was always like, because I was never the girl that people wanted to see in class. But we became close along the line. But then she happens, but we didn't do anything. No, it was just primary school crush. That was just it. See, I'm blushing. So we are not watching this. I hope so. I really do hope so. Okay. My first ever cell phone, that was a Techno. I got it after secondary. No, it wasn't a Techno, it was Blackberry. Yes, it was Blackberry Bold 5 or so. It was my aunt that gave it to me. My first ever date. Who was my, I can't remember, guys. I'm so sorry. These things have been like, I think it was my first boyfriend ever. Yes, because we actually had like, I think maybe because he didn't stay, like he didn't study here in Nigeria, so he had this American kind of vibe. So I've been going on dates since I'm so sorry if you haven't gone on one. You should, please. My first ever kiss. Was it stolen? I can't remember, guys. Do I remember? No, I can't. I can't remember my first kiss. My first fear was darkness. Like, I don't like anything that has to do with darkness. And that was, my mom doesn't beat us while growing up, but she punishes us with this particular thing. She just put you in it. There's this study room my dad had. So she just put us in the study room, even though it wasn't night, but the place was always dark due to the fact that there was always books around and everything. So she would just put you there and tell you to stay. For just 5 minutes, you're gone. So I didn't like it. I didn't like darkness while growing up and everything like that. So my first friend in college, in secondary school, who was my first friend? Oh, that was Temitope and her sister Bolanle. Bolanle is late now, man. Are so rest in perfect peace. Bolanle and Temitope, those were like my first close friends, like good friends in secondary school. We call it secondary school in Nigeria. I don't know about you. College, my first heartbreak. I'm a strong girl. I hadn't get heartbroken, but yeah, I've gotten heartbroken obviously, but it took a while before I actually got heartbroken. But that was one boy like that. So funny enough, it wasn't like we dated per se, but I was really into the guy. I really liked him. I liked him a lot, and then the boy was just always giving me this vibe of, one minute he had this vibe of relationship, was really close with me, and then the next minute, because most times, let me tell you why I don't really get heartbroken, is because most times I don't, by the time when I'm dating you, I already start losing feelings or stop liking you by the time we break up, like way before we even break up. So when we break up, it's no biggie to me, so I just let it go, I just let it slide. So that's why I'll say I really get heartbroken. I barely get heartbroken, but this particular one really broke me. Like, it wasn't like it broke me that time, but I think it was just because of the circumstance I was in at that point. So I just wanted, like, this person really was close to me and everything like that, and then one minute person is giving me a vibe, the next minute person is giving me another vibe. Like, I was so vulnerable to this person, and like to that particular person, but with time I got over it. It didn't take a while because girl, your girl catches cruise a lot, so I just couldn't hold it that heartbreak Nibo. But anyways, that was it. I get heartbroken too, but it's not always that bad, like that bad as I see people get heartbroken, but then it just takes a little day and we're back together. But that was my first heartbreak. Like I didn't even give you the gist, so the boy is just like, how will I say, it's been long, sha, but it's just there. That was my first heartbreak, was I think 2017, 2018 thereabouts. Yes, I'll say that was my first heartbreak. My first internet activity was Facebook. My brother opened Facebook for me 2008. I didn't remember my password. It just keeps changing it for me. Yeah, I think it was just in Facebook, and I just wanted to join my friends to post on Facebook. And yes, that was it. And I stopped even doing it. My first job, I've never had like a proper job, but with skills. I've learned a lot of skill, but the first skill I ever learned in my life was makeup and hairdressing or stylist. I don't know what to call it, but that was the first thing I ever learned in my life. Then what else? Again, I'm trying not to bore you guys. I hope I'm not boring you. My first language, English. Yes, it took a while before we even learned Yoruba in my house. So English was the first thing I learned till I was about 10 or thereabout. I can't really remember, or more safe, before I could start speaking Yoruba. And now almost domo Yoruba. Like I will even sell you in Yoruba, but people hardly believe that there was a time in my life that I couldn't speak Yoruba at all. And my first love, my mother. Yes, my mom is my first love, my dad is my first love, but the first person I loved, like genuinely like love, I won't mention his name, but that was way back, like way back. I think 2016. Yes, that was the first person I loved. I'll just tell you the year, 2016, but I won't mention his name so that I will not be feeling fly right now on my channel. So my first pet, never had a pet. Yes, never had a pet. I'm not a fan of something just curling up on me, or I don't even know, I just don't like something that is clingy. See, I'm doing my mouth, but anyways, yes, that's how I genuinely feel. My first piercing, and when did I get it? So after my first piercing when I was small, I have like 2 other piercings, but the first one is like my second one. The first one that I pierced myself, I think I pierced it in school. My friends were piercing their ear, so I decided to pierce mine too because I love piercing a lot. My first sexual experience, I know you guys are waiting for this. So my first sexual experience was some years back. I won't tell you, but it wasn't that bad, but it wasn't what I expected. It wasn't something that I was like, it wasn't the way people were putting it to me, like, oh, this I won't lie to you guys, I just did it not because, oh, you know, all these romantic room. I just did it just for the sake of, okay, what is in this thing? That was why I did it. So it wasn't like I did it based on facts that, oh, I was with this person, I wanted it to be so special. I told you guys, I'm like not a hard girl, because yes, we all deserve love, but I'm not somebody that puts some type of like seriousness in a lot of things, in as much as I am as decent as I can be, but at the same time there are just some things that I'm like, okay, it is what it is, let's just get it done and see what's up. So that was how it was for me, honestly. So my first swear word, what was it? My first swear word, maybe the F word. Yeah, maybe that would be my first swear word. Then my first tattoo, here is it. I hope you guys can see it. It's still my favorite tattoo ever. I had it, I think 2019. Yes, so my then man was just telling me that, oh, he likes tattoo and I love tattoo, so he gingered me to get the tattoo, and I did, and I love it. I'm still planning on getting more actually, but maybe not in Nigeria because I don't even want anybody to damage my skin. And yes, my first thoughts today, I don't know, guys. Honestly, for the past few days, I won't lie to you. For the past few days, I've just, anytime I wake up, all I just think of is life, and I'm just grateful. That's just it. I'm just like, okay, I'm awake this morning, I'm just grateful. I don't know, for the past few days, I don't know about you, but for me, that's how it has been happening, and I'm grateful about it. And all my thought lately has just been, how life has been good to me, and I've not been grateful. So guys, I'm turning 24 on the 24th of November, so I'm trying to just be as grateful as possible, because I just realized for the past 23 years and a few months, have not been as grateful as I have been lately, because I just realized that I've not been grateful. Like, we just keep asking, and just not being grateful, which is very wrong. So I just decided to go ahead to say thank you to the Lord. So for the past few months, like, that's my thoughts, grateful and all. My first time on a plane, I said in Nasarawa, that was in 2020. Yes, my first time on a ship. Have I been on a ship? No, but I've been on a boat. Yeah, so my first time on a boat was last year too. My first time, I've never been in a train. My first toy, I don't know, but I know my dad used to buy me all these what they call this pony. I don't know if that's their name, but all these horse that have all this ponytail. I don't know if it's pony they call it. I think that would probably be my first toy that I recognize. My first YouTube video, guys, go and watch it. Is my intro. I'll put the link here so you guys can watch it. My online profile picture, I'll put the picture here. So, but I don't have a profile picture, actually. I don't, on WhatsApp especially. The first book I remember reading, that's Twilight. Gosh, no, not Twilight, one Ali Queen book, but the first book I remember very well till now is Twilight. I read Twilight, Breaking Dawn, New Moon. Like, I really loved it, and I had to watch the movie. Yeah, that was my first book ever. The first concert I attended was in Ibadan. That was this Olamide's concert. Cool. Yeah, that was my brother took me there. The first movie I remember seeing, I think, was Hercules. Yes, first movie, I think it was Hercules. The first person I spoke to today. No, but my mom. Yes, the first person I spoke to today was my mom on phone. Yes, the first person that ever broke my heart. Really broke my heart. Nobody. The first person you text when something exciting happens is either my family, especially my mom, or my boyfriend. It's just that two. That's just it. The first text I sent today was my mom. I was trying to tell her something. The first thing I do every morning, check my phone. I don't know about you, that's the first thing I do. The first thing I do when I the first thing I do when I get home is remove my wig or my bra. I'm sorry if that's it. The first thing I do is I remove my wig and my bra. I don't know whatever clothes I'm wearing on, I just want to remove it. That is if I have one on, actually. The first time I ever got drunk, okay, guys, that was, do you know that I just started drinking not too long? Like, people hardly believe me. I don't drink. Like, all those times people see I'm hyper and everything, I don't drink those period. I think it was 2020. Yes, that was when I remember the first time I got drunk. Yes, I was stupidly drunk. Stupidly drunk. And you don't want to know, 12 shots of tequila is no joke, bro. You see heaven and hell at the same time. That's what I mean. Yes, stupidly drunk. The first wedding party I attended, I think, was my mom's friend. She was the mom's friend's younger sister. I did a lot of little girls, so I can't really remember. When did I go to my first party? Like, you mean birthday parties? When was my first party? Was when I was young, obviously, like very small parties, birthday parties. My aunties love me going for birthday parties, so that was the first time I went for my birthday for a party. But if growing up was when I entered university, guys, I partied hard in university. I won't lie to you, I partied hard. I just want to let you guys know. So thank you for sitting down and watching my TED talk and my first everything. I hope I was able to let you guys know my first, and I did not bring your hopes down, because I know you were waiting for a lot of things, but that was my first everything. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying tuned. I love you. Please do not forget to subscribe, to like this video, and to come back and watch more. Thank you. Comments, please. If you have anything, a question, anything you want me to do, please comment. I love you. See you next time. Bye. Mwah.